Hey, what is going on, crypto people? It is Steve Crypto Siege with another day in my life and the crazy life that is the digital asset space. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to each and every one of you. Holy moly, I'm excited for you. What's going on? Empower Oversight, Hinman emails. It's not a great look for Mr. Hinman, which means it's not a great look ultimately for the SEC as well. Interesting time for Chair Gensler to want to cooperate with the people at the CFTC. Don't you think? The timing is a little interesting, to say the freaking least. So listen, guys, some crazy stuff. We're going to go over the Hinman stuff. We're going to go over this crazy, great article by the guy from Law 360 as well. Empower Oversight dropping some absolute golden nuggets. I got to tell you, we are making things as a community. We are making things happen for sure. We are making some noise for certain. And like I said, from day one, that pit bull, Mr. John Deaton, was going to be challenging for the SEC. And that what thus means we are going to be challenging for the SEC going forward. So guys, listen, I'm going to get into this. This is your XRP Ripple daily news in around 0 to 10 minutes. So listen, guys, the market is doing what the market does. Forgive me, I don't know if I got some allergies. I'm out of town at a business event, and so forgive me if I don't sound 100%. So the market doing what the market does. The Bitcoin dominance is at 39%. That's not great. Bitcoin is at $42,792. The total cryptocurrency market cap is down to 2.09 trillion, 2.09. And that's up 1.4% on the 24 hours. Ethereum is at $3,200. XRP is at 76 cents. Solana is actually double figure reds. It's down 14% on the 7-day at $113. That is interesting to see, for sure. So those healthy corrections, healthy pullbacks, that is certainly a thing. Terra Luna is down all the way to $96. Good night. It was just at $111. So yeah, down 16% on the 7-day. Yeah, that's the market, guys. Near protocols are only up 15% now on the 7-day after its crazy run. Lots of reds in the market, for sure, and a lot of double figure red in the market. Stellar Luma is all the way down to 20 cents. So healthy correction, we all know that is great, but it is sure priming the pump, man. In my opinion, it is priming the pump for a really great alt season, a really great alt bull run, altcoin bull run. So really excited for that. Can't wait to see it. It's a good time to get some stuff. I might get some Astroport today. I think I may take some of the gains from staking the Rise token. I may do that. Get some of that Astroport and get prepared for retrograde, right? Yeah, so that's the market, guys. It is doing what it does. A lot of double figure reds going on, but I got to tell you, the big stuff going on, the word on the street is this article from Law 360, this information on the Hinman stuff coming out. Goodness gracious, the emails coming from the Empower Oversight, John Deaton, the crypto law, they're putting it out as well. I got to tell you, it's challenging. Let's go over this article first, man. This is some good stuff from Law 360. Let's see. Hopefully I don't have to Ripple case shows need for STC reform. Where does that go? I want to register. Oh, what? Nah, that's not good. I don't want to do that right now. What the world? I don't want to do that right now. All right, let's go over this Empire Oversight stuff. So Empire Oversight puts this out. Empire Oversight obtains additional documents shedding light on potential cryptocurrency conflicts of interest within the SEC. This is coming from Empire Oversight. We all know they filed those FOIA requests and then actually ended up, taking it to court. Interesting stuff. Check out this thread here. Very, very interesting. Empire Oversight received about 200 pages of emails from the SEC responsive to its FOIA request for records that could shed light on allegations of conflict of interest associated with the SEC's selective enforcement actions. Selective enforcement actions involving cryptocurrencies. The documents show that the SEC Ethics Office cautioned former SEC official William Hinman that he had a direct financial interest in Simpson Thacher, yet Hinman continued to meet with the firm in spite of these warnings. Hinman met with Josh Bonney, a partner of Simpson Thacher, at least 3 times after that warning. Hinman also met with co-founders and investors in Ethereum ahead of a market-moving speech he gave in 2018, declaring the digital asset Ether to not be a security. All of the released emails can be found in full on the link below. This is not a great look. It's not a great look, guys. So here it is here. Empire Oversight obtains additional documents shedding light on potential cryptocurrency conflicts with interest to the SEC. Press release, April 8th of 2022. Empire Oversight received just under 200 pages of emails from the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. I read that already. Among other things, the document shows that the SEC Ethics Office cautioned SEC official William Hinman that he had a direct financial interest, right? And thus he must recuse himself from any matters that would affect the firm. Additionally, the Ethics Office explicitly told him, and per the documents, to not be in any contact with Simpson and Thacher for any reason. However, Hinman met with Josh Bonney, a partner at Simpson Thacher, at least 3 times after that warning. Hinman also met with the co-founders and investors in Ethereum ahead of a market-moving speech he gave in 2018, declaring the digital asset Ether to be not the security, despite Simpson Thacher's participation in the Enterprise Ethereum Alliance, which is dedicated to promoting the commercial use of Ethereum. This raises questions as to whether Hinman fully disclosed Simpson Thacher's role in Ethereum from SEC ethics officials, and whether they would have approved the meeting or his speech if he had. Or his speech. So he knew that the speech, they were not going to be happy, and they would have not approved him giving a speech the way that he did. He continually violated the rules here and continued to meet with them, despite a stern warning not to do so. And I think that he and the people at Simpson Thacher knew that if he did, kind of come clean on what he was doing with the speech, because again, only Clayton, all the other commissioners did not get a copy of that speech. Only Clayton. What's Hester Peirce has been on record. She's gone on record saying that she never got a copy of that speech. The latest documents from Empire Oversight says here, the latest documents provided by the SEC raise more questions than they answer. We will continue to press the SEC for more meaningful and more timely transparency on this issue, said Jason Foster, Empire Oversight founder and president. Among the new documents released are an April 28, 17 email, April 28th of 2017, email containing initial guidance from the Office of Government Ethics that receiver retirement benefits calculated based on the profits, Simpson Thacher would mean that Hinman could not participate in any SEC particular matters that would directly benefit the firm, because the future interest is enough to give you a full financial interest in the firm. They told him, and he didn't care. Also, a January 2014-2018 email reiterated the point to Hinman. It occurs to us that you have a full financial conflict with your old firm, not just an impartiality one. Hence, you should not be having any meetings with your old firm, even group meetings. Oh, this dude's in trouble, and he knows it. But they're not going to take his money. What are they going to do? What are they going to do? And I'm going to get into why possibly Clayton and Hinman continued to roll the dice, because they knew ultimately something really, really, really big. It's something called the FTCA, I believe. We're going to get into that. Empire Oversight filed its initial FOIA request with the SEC pertaining to potential cryptocurrency conflicts of interest back in August of 2021. Since then, the group filed an appeal to the SEC's denial of a fee waiver, which was won. After months of a lack of response from the SEC, Empire Oversight filed a lawsuit against the agency in December to compel release of the responsive documents. A month later, Empire Oversight submitted another FOIA request with the SEC after the agency's speciously, I don't know what that means, speciously claimed that there were no records responsive to some of the items of Empire Oversight's initial request. Last month, the SEC released over 1,000 pages to Empire Oversight, although many pages were either blank or contained duplicated information. Jason Foster published a Substack piece detailing why we need more transparency in the cryptocurrency realm. If you have firsthand information you'd like to disclose to Empire Oversight with these inquiries, please contact us here. I mean, it's heavy. It's right there in the email. Bill, we have received some initial guidance from OGE, and they posed some follow-up questions. Of particular note, OGE advised that if the proposal from the firm would fix the payments only during your term of government service, if you were returned to receiving retirement benefits, they knew this money, quote unquote, masking it and guising it as retirement benefits. They knew those were red flags. If the benefits that are in part calculated based on the profits of the firm at the conclusion of your government service, you would continue to have a financial interest in the firm's profitability while you are in government. This means you could not participate in any SEC particular matters that would directly and predictably affect the firm under 18 USC 208. In other words, the future interest is enough to give you a full financial interest in the firm. He knew. He knew. It's the firms, but Bill, it occurs to us that you have a full financial conflict with your old firm, not just an impartiality one. Hence, you should not be having any meetings with your old freaking firm. It's interesting that they have some other stuff still redacted in here. Very, very interesting from William Hinman, redacted. He got the word. Now, let me give you why I believe, and the person that wrote this article believes as well. This is why Hinman, in my opinion, and Jay Clayton did what they did. Knew that, because they knew at the back end, this is what's the problem for anyone looking to be made whole. Anyone looking to be made whole. They thought about this long and hard. That's why it took them so many years. They knew that they went to bed with the people at the Ethereum Alliance, law firms, all these law firms involved in this. You don't think they snatched up tons and tons of Ethereum? They knew. Check this out. Is this it? Oh, you know what? I might not be able to share that with you guys. I might not be able to share that with you right now. But he's commenting on here. It says, Eric Lipton, says John Deaton, is a Pulitzer Prize winning journalist who wrote a great story on this case some time ago. To his credit, in the story, he acknowledged claims related to conflicts of interest. I remember discussing the $15 million paid to Hinman in retirement benefits. I responded that it is very easy to classify your ongoing payments as retirement and skirt the rules. We now have clear proof that that is exactly what occurred. Hinman had a financial interest in the ongoing success of his law firm while simultaneously being employed by the SEC. As chairman, Clayton blessed the plan to bypass the ethics rules. It is now well settled that Clayton and Hinman's law firms were directly tied to Ethereum. John Deaton asked, is it a coincidence that Clayton was the only commissioner to receive and give input in the Ether Free Pass speech? Crypto Mom herself, Hester Purse, didn't get an advance copy of the speech or provide any input. The commissioner, dubbed Crypto Mom by the community itself, was left out of the biggest crypto speech in history. Yeah, like why wouldn't she get that speech? Ethics informed him and he couldn't have contact with his law firm. He repeatedly violated this directive. What would ethics say if it was informed Simpson Thacher was a member of the Enterprise Ethereum Alliance and Hinman planned on gratuitously giving Ether regulatory free pass? They told him he couldn't go to a dinner if his former partners were present. Why? The ethics office basically determined they weren't former partners of his, but constituted current partners due to his ongoing financial interest with them. They warned him of a criminal bar. Not a great look, guys. Not a great look. I'm gonna have to get that article to you guys another time. Interesting stuff there. But basically, this article talks about there is something called a FTCA that essentially gives the SEC or other government agencies kind of a pass on things. So anyway, guys, listen, I'm going to end this video like I do all of my videos and remind you guys of this, that old money doesn't want you to win. But that's okay, though, because you and I are already winning. Have a great rest of the night, guys. I'll talk to you soon. See ya. Bye.